Hello, Capricorns. Welcome, welcome. For those of you that are brand new, welcome to Divine Warrior Intuitive. And my name is Patty. I'm your intuitive empath that does intuitive tarot, along with astrology and numerology. And I'm a goofball on top of it. So I hope you have a lot of fun. I hope something resonates with you. This is divine driven, divine guided. So if you're into like psychic, that's not me. I'm into growing from your challenges, struggles. If you need a word from divine, growing spiritually, that kind of a thing, that's my type of tarot. So I don't predict. Divine might share stuff that is supernatural, but I do not predict. He is the one that does that. I'm the conduit, and I got a gnat. So I hope you enjoy this. For those of you that are brand new to, well, maybe you're not, is that I have dailies again, guys. I have dailies. I'll keep going them for probably another couple of weeks, see if people like them. And these are 1-minute dailies every morning from Monday through Friday, and they're divine messages. So I pray before I do it. Pray before anything. I pray all the time anyway. But the thing is that it's just a word for you of inspiration and growth for the day or to help you through your day. All right. So let's get started. For those of you who are new, I am pulling 3 oracles. The first one is the Divine's Oracle. That meaning that maybe you've been asking a question, you're going through a struggle, you're trying to decide on something, you're on the fence about something, and you keep asking, I don't know. You keep going to your friends for guidance, and that's really not the place to go. But this hopefully gives you the answer for what you're looking for. All right. Second card is the current energies that sort of coincide with what the divine is talking about. And then the third energy is the future, because as I said, I do astrology and numerology. And that astrology is usually the planet's energies that are pretty close to what the divine is saying. Divine has the power over all the universe, so all the planets. But these energies, future energies with the universe, is for a couple of months, June and July. And I haven't gotten any downloads that it's longer. I just hear June and July. So know that. All right. And so those of you that do not know me, my empath abilities extend into many areas. However, the most is intuitiveness and audio. All right. So I do get a lot of downloads. So you'll hear me say thank you a lot. It'll be thanking somebody on the other side. I had a jokester in my last reading, very funny, sarcastic person. And then the divine who comes through with all the wisdom. All right. So let's get started here. So the divine's card for you guys, Capricorns, for this week, probably a little bit into the future as well, is the Ghost Lands, and it's the number 8. The number 8 in numerology is a lot about your progress and your rewards. It's sort of like setting goals and the steps to get there, and then you reach and you get the fruit and the rewards or the blessings, however you want to say it. However, Ghost Lands, in that sense, the divine is saying, don't think so far out. And don't pay attention to that so far out. Pay attention more what's going on now. Keep that on the back burner. You're going to keep towards that goal. You're going to keep that focus going there. However, focus in on what's going on right now, because that he can throw a switch back in there and it can change. You're still going to get there. However, your thought process of getting there might be different than his. So he may throw some tricks and turns and stuff like that to see if you're really serious about your goal. So don't think about that so much and think about, well, this is what I'm going to do. It's sort of like travel. In 2019, people had travel plans that they were going to go to other countries. I have a friend that had tickets and ready to go to Thailand, and boom, this pandemic hit and everything was canceled. That's what I'm talking about. We do not know what is coming up in the future to change things. However, is he going to go to Thailand? Yeah, when it opens up and he wants to go, he's going to go to Thailand. So there was a switchback. There was a curve, a ball being thrown, and it went left instead of straight. But this is the idea. The divine wants to know how serious you are about your goals. Are you going to work through the problems and the situations and everything right now to reach that goal? Or are you just going to give up? Are you going to give up? Okay, so pay attention to that. This is your inner self that you're needing to pay attention. And the reason why I say that is that's the Saturn retrograde energies. I'll be doing the full moon reading here tomorrow. I'm recording that on the 26th. So the Saturn retrograde is really, really huge about our inner self and paying attention to that, because the current energies, and it's this week, and those Saturn energies are going to go until about June 3rd. Well, the retrograde is going to keep going. The full moon energies, excuse me, are only going to go till about June 3rd, and then they dissipate. So where is the spark? What is it that you're wanting for your future? Because that, again, is the number 7. This is about your ambition and potential. Divine is talking about ambition and potential like no tomorrow these last couple of weeks. Okay, this is for you to figure this out now, because you're in a reset. Our lives are in a reset. What do you want for the next 5 years? What do you want for the next year? That kind of a thing. And then the future energies definitely are about a balancing act, bringing something together, because it's the number 2. The number 2 is about bringing something together, or maybe even a partnership together. Maybe, never know. Or is it separating? Because the number 2, you can either bring them together or you can separate them. So that is the future energies. That's also the planetary energies that are going on as well. Yeah, definitely. The Tauruses were all about a learning process. And this definitely for you guys as well. This is the number 3 of Pentacles, and it's also the number 2 of Cups. This is about bringing something together. Again, you have balance. This is about bringing balance. This is about learning how to bring balance for your future. Okay, and somebody's going to be coming into the picture if they're not already, and you guys are going to acknowledge that you're probably good for each other, that you balance each other out, is what I'm seeing. That there is a spark. There's a little bit of a romantic spark there, but neither one of you guys are admitting it. That's funny. That is funny. So definitely there is that spark. So something for your future, though, that you do need to be learning, whether it's definitely about yourself, about a skill. This could be about a work skill that you need to be growing in on, definitely. I'm doing what's called sort of a horseshoe. I'm not putting it in a horseshoe, but this is a horseshoe. Because I want to see, because we are, we're talking about future, but we're also talking about current energies. I want to see where your strengths are. And I want to see where your weaknesses are that are causing you not to move forward. I think we got hail. Your strength, when some of the strength qualities is you know how to stand up, you know what you believe in, you know how to believe in it. However, sometimes it gets over the top. So having control of that. So like if you're going into a meeting or if you're trying to stand up for yourself, you're very articulate. This is a person that has good articulation. This is something new. You're very good almost at improv. But sometimes it gets really unstable because you get a little bit over the top. Sort of pull yourself in a little bit, control yourself a little bit more, because that excitedness, the spark is great to have it there, but getting over the top, doing too much, it's sort of like knowing when to allow the other person to speak. Okay, this is something new maybe that you're going to be doing this, but your articulation is really good, but you got to hone it in a little bit. But you're off balance a little bit, but you want to be able to manifest that. Okay, so we have the Magician, we have Temperance, and then we have the 5 of Wands, creating a lot of it's creating you to be off balance. Whatever this communication is, or with this person, maybe there's a specific person that you just, that you just seem to, they push your buttons and they throw you off balance. This is going to be a really good time for you to really pay attention to yourself and hone your own, pull your reins in and sort of like say, no, I'm not going to say it. sort of like pick your battles. That's what the planets definitely are, picking your battles, making sure that you're picking the right battle, and just, you know, zip it when it's not what you should be talking about. Just let it go. Let somebody else battle it, because somebody's going to be made a fool. But here's the thing is, this is really good. This is now what your homework is, probably what the divine is saying is, pay attention to the future of what you're doing now. It's sort of like me. I talk too much sometimes, and I'm like, okay, am I talking too much? Am I allowing them? I have to analyze in my head when I'm talking to them. Am I letting them to get their word in? Am I allow them to get their point of view in? Am I allowing to just zip it and see what they have to say? Sometimes we don't do that, and we just bull over the other person and don't allow them to speak what they need to speak so that we can understand them. Because communication is about understanding the other person. And then that person needs to ask questions about you so that they can know about you. However, a lot of the times we just want to spill our guts about ourselves. That's that arrogant part. Okay. And so it's a learning lesson how to communicate. And it is an art to communicate with elegance, to sort of have a dance. We got balance again, to have that dance. Okay. And the dance between two people. It is a dance. So how many, I don't know how many old everybody is out there, but if you ever go on a date and that person doesn't talk and you're there asking all the questions and it's just like really awkward, and it's like, can this date be over because this is boring? Or you get somebody who sits there and talks 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 about themselves. And you're like, could they just shut up so that I can get a word in edgewise? That's what this is, because this is about communication and balance. And this little gnat is driving me nuts. So this is definitely about communication and balance. And this is a learning process, because we have the number 3 of Pentacles and we have the 2. This is actually a beautiful dance. Somebody's really, really going to learn a lot from this, because there is a connection here. There is definite connection between these two. But it's how you manifest it. Okay, it's definitely how you manifest it. Yeah, this is good. This is sort of I think this is in the beginning of a romance, or wanting to be at that level. There's somebody coming in that really is showing an interest. This is weird because I just got a text right before this reading. I wonder if they're a Capricorn. But this is a message of like, hey, would you like to, go out? Would you like to, maybe have coffee? It's like somebody's been waiting. However, they've been sort of shy. Yeah. So somebody definitely wants to come forward. They're afraid that they're going to be judged. Just remember that nobody wants to be judged, And the thing is, maybe their insecurities are your strength, and you can help them with that. Or maybe their strength is your insecurities, and they can help you with that. That is why this is a beautiful dance. This is a beautiful balance between these two people. Beautiful. Just know that somebody's walking in fear. You might both be walking in fear. Do this in love and kindness, because they've been probably in a lot of fights before. A lot of fights. So somebody is definitely insecure about them being judged. Yeah, they're not paying attention. Somebody's not paying attention to their intuition. Now, this could be you, or this could be the other person. You be the one to pay attention to your intuition. Whether, if I should go, your heart will tell you, yes. Even if you talk to them on the phone, it's like this online dating stuff. So you see a picture of them. Is it real? Is it not real? You think it's real, and then you talk to them on the phone. Oh yeah, they have a nice voice. Is that really your picture? Well, yeah, but it was 10 years ago. Could you send me a current picture? You've got to get that chemistry. And if you don't get that, and then you go and meet them in person, then that's a different element of energies. You've got to be on the same page right in the very beginning, or you're going to miss it, because this is for the future. This is definitely for your future. Now, this partner may be just a partner. It might be a friend that is going to be a lifelong friend. This could be a partner that ends in love and ends in, nope, it's not going to. It's going to keep going. Thank you for that. It's a partnership that is going to end up and keep going. It's not going to end. It's not going to end. This is a beautiful relationship that is getting started. But again, it's all about the communication, and it's all about learning how to communicate. The spark is there. You're paying attention to it. Yes, it's there. However, now it's going in this future, because the thing about the balancing act and the two, this is about the June and July in the planets. This is going to be, and this is Saturn and Mercury and Pluto in retrograde all at the same time, guys. And this is about growing and learning about each other and the process in which that works. All right? Got to pay attention to it. Because whatever this is, this person, again, the divine is saying, keep it looking into the future. However, it's not relevant right now. It is not relevant. Relevant is right now, what's happening with you right now. Pay attention to that, because that is key. That is really key. All right. This is huge for somebody. Too many cards. I'm sorry. I don't know if this deck will ever get unstuck. I don't know what. I mean, I love this deck to pieces. However, it's very thick. The cards are very thick. And the print that they use, the ink that they use, because this is from Africa. I don't know if it was printed in Africa or printed here for somebody who is African, but definitely it sticks. So I like to keep shuffling if I need to make sure. The star again. And the Empress. This is about love. This is about coming together. This is about balance and nurturing each other. This is about oops, not that one. This is about being there for each other. It's almost like you have your back, or they have your back. You have their back, they have yours. Okay. This is a very, very beautiful energy. So if you're becoming in a relationship, definitely. I also feel that it doesn't have to be a relationship of, love, intimacy. I feel like there's a family member coming back also as well. It's like that there has been a family disrupt, and the new information that you've learned sparked something to bring more communication. So there's a family that has been arguing or fighting or whatever. And the thing is that this beautiful communication process is going to balance things out, and things are going to come back together again. Because we've got the number 2, the number 1. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3 number 2s. We've got 1, 2. We've got 2 number 1s, which is a new beginning. We have the number 3 as an acknowledgement, and then we have Temperance and 2 stars. This is huge. This is a beautiful, beautiful coming together. This is something somebody has just been fighting against, and the divine is saying, pay attention to now, because you don't know what the future is going to bring. This is also bringing somebody together because things have been really, really bad, and this is the perfect timing to do it before it's too late. All right. I don't know who that's for, but I could see that he wants to pull these people together before it's too late. And too late is meaning that somebody leaves the earth and you can't fix it. So fix it. It's definitely, it's the time. It's the time to manifest it. manifest it, bring it together. All right. All right. So I'm going to do health and let's see, what am I going to do here? Trying to think. Let me do health and love and we just did love and relationships, it seems like. But let me do at least health here. Now on the planets, so you guys, with that full moon, that energy's still there with health. If you are feeling like your joints are really having trouble, or your energy is sort of depleted, that is the retrogrades. But your joints, your lower back, your sacrum, which is your like your tailbone area, definitely, yeah, take care of yourself. Paying attention to that insightfulness that you are feeling. It's like, again, I don't know why I do this because it just seems like it's the same thing over and over again. But for Capricorns, definitely. Is there anything else, or do you want just these two cards? All right. So we have the Hangman the Empress. Again, acknowledging that you need to nurture yourself. You need to take care of yourself. This is a really important time, especially if you are older. Definitely taking care of yourself, paying attention, going to the doctor if you feel, unfortunately, as we get older, we have more and more problems. So if you're in your 40s, your 50s, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to that, even in your late 30s, because a lot of women are going through hormonal changes. Do you know that you can go through your menopause, premenopause in your all the way 30? Unfortunately, the hormones are changing due to what we eat and what's in our air and all around us anyway, and the crap that we do. So pay attention to your hormones, ladies. If you're doing that, really pay attention to that. If you're noticing changes, then, just go to your doctor. Your hormones just might be off. All right. But this is a lot to do with your joints and stuff like that. So, and the Hangman is just being insightful with that. And then we have the Queen of Cups, intuition. Okay. This is definitely intuition about pay attention. If you feel like something's not right, something's quite off, pay attention to the details of that, because it looks like it might be. But this is definitely telling you to take care of, have that extra, take care of yourself. For somebody, maybe you're feeling good and great, but take care of yourself. Go get a massage, get a little facial, or, pamper yourself if you can do that. If you can't, then just take a walk, get some fresh air, get some nutrients in your body from that fresh air. And I'm not talking about walking behind cars. I'm talking about getting to nature somehow, a park, just sit in a park and just get some of that energy, that the trees, the grass, the energy from nature into you. All right. So that is your reading, Capricorns. Don't forget, we have the dailies now for a while. We'll see how they go for the month of June. And so those are Monday through Friday. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, hit the bell. You'll know when those are on. I upload those extremely early in the morning. And then the full moon reading, if you watch this before the 26th, full moon reading at 11 a.m. on the 26th tomorrow. And that will be uploaded afterwards. However, it is going to be live, so you can ask questions or interact, say hello, whatever there. So don't forget. And don't forget to like, share, and bring your friends and ask them to subscribe. All right, we'll talk to you either on the 26th on the full moon reading or next week. I can't believe, happy June. We're in June. It's summertime. Go out and live the summer. Yes, take care.